Hey guys, it's Saturday. I have to talk really quickly because my iMovie won't work again, and there's not really anything I can do. I'm kind of in the middle of moving, and my new room looks really good, and as soon as I get my computer working again properly so it'll film, I will make my video down there. And by next week, I will actually live down there, which means I'll be making all my videos down there probably. Okay, questions. Emily, so you know how you got me that vegan recipe because I asked Sarah to ask you to get it to me for camp? I kind of lost it at camp, and then I didn't really realize I'd lost it, and I figured it was with all my other camp papers because I have like a bajillion things that I picked up at camp, and it's not. So do you think you could resend it to me? And you could email it to me or snail mail it to me, and my address and email are in the directory. Um, Cameron, what's some skill that you have that you like to share with people? I couldn't watch your video for some reason, so I didn't watch the long rambling bit, but I just know what you wrote in the sidebar. And I don't really have a skill so much as knowledge, which I guess is a skill. I like talking about piercings and hair dye and like body modifications, and I know a lot about that. I know a lot about hair, like how to keep it healthy, colors that will look flattering with your skin tone and hair type. Like I know a lot about hair. I know a lot about Tudor England as well. Mackenzie, I hope you feel better. Zephyr and Jono, you didn't make a video, blah, 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 blah. Zara, I'm very excited that you're into all sessions. I'm also very excited that I'm going to see you in like 4 months. India, read part from your favorite book. My favorite book is Smeela Sense of Snow, as you all know, because I never shut up about it. But it's currently downstairs because my mother's reading it. So I'm going to read you from this book, which is, I don't know if you can see it, Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho, and they actually just made a movie about this, which I watched part of, but then the woman they have playing Veronica looks a lot like my aunt, so it's a little bit disturbing, but it's okay. So, here. Reading voice. Villette is a place from which no one has ever escaped, where genuine madmen, sent there by the courts or by other hospitals, mingled with those merely accused of madness or those pretending to be mad. The result was utter confusion, and the press was constantly publishing tales of ill treatment and abuse, even though they had never been given permission to visit Villette and actually see what was happening. The government was investigating the complaints, but could get no proof. The shareholders threatened to spread the word that foreign investment was difficult in Slovenia, so the institution managed to remain afloat. Indeed, it went from strength to strength. And that's not really probably the best part of the book, but I only remembered that was my challenge a few minutes ago, and I do love that part, and it's a really good book. And see, it's not even very thick, so Jono, even you might be able to read it. Um, Hannah, I just want to give you a hug so badly. I'm sorry that you have been so frustrated and everything. And okay, stuff that I want to talk about. My birthday's on Tuesday. My birthday's on Tuesday. I am gonna be 16. Kind of exciting, actually. I remember 16 always seemed so old. Like when I first went to camp, and people like who was 16? People like Siobhan and Ingmar and Ben were all 16 and they seemed so old, and now I realize that I'm going to be 16, and that's weird to think about. And yeah, so it's kind of odd that I'm going to be 16 on Tuesday. In other news, I tried to teach myself how to fold paper cranes, and this is what I got. I get about halfway through, and then I get completely lost when they do that fold where it suddenly looks flat, and I don't know how they do it. And I've watched like 100 tutorials, but I'm trying to get 1,000 paper cranes for my room. Ideally 1,000, but I don't really know if I have room for 1,000, so I might have less. You should all send me paper cranes. If you can make paper cranes, that's your challenge. And if you can't, then it's not your challenge. Yeah, what else do I want to talk about? I don't really remember what else I want to talk about. Oh, my camera's broken. Yeah. For those of you who know me in real life, and probably the guys who don't as well, my camera, it's like an extension of my arm. I always have it. I'm always taking pictures. It's what I do. And it's broken. And I have to send it to Ontario to see if they can fix it. And if it's going to cost more than $500 to fix, it's actually not worth it because the camera's only worth that. So then I'll have to save up and just buy a new camera, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, look. Look at the cat coming out of my closet. No, but his name's Mouse. So, yeah, it's just all very frustrating. I don't remember what else I want to talk about. I don't think I have a question. But next week I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna be in the new house, which is awesome. And actually, I just found out, as in like 30 seconds before I watched this, that this lady called Nana died, and a little bit confusing. She was hired to look after my great aunt, and then she kind of looked after some of my great aunt's children, and she kind of like been adopted into the family or something, and she just died today, age 96, 90 something. Yeah, so it's a little bit weird, and that means I guess I'm going to be going to a funeral in the next little while, so maybe I'll talk about that uplifting event next week. Also, in 1 month from today, I will be at the conference. The conference being the Autodidact Symposium, which is being run by Cameron. Link in the sidebar about it. Or do they flip this? Link in the sidebar. And super cool, super excited. There are going to be so many cool campers there. And yeah, that's where I will be in a month. Just saying. I'm going to go and call Kathy about teaching tennis. So I hope you guys all have a really superb week, and I hope that everybody's life is good, and I will see you all next week.